Okay. All right. So good to get the win yesterday. As stated, 5-0 in a row, 5-0 at home there, 5 in a row at home, and excellent. Just tip my cap to the fans. The fans have just been outstanding and amazing all year, and just want to say thank you to them, and then Happy New Year to the fans from here, us at the Bears. So, uh, what I really want to talk about is this week's schedule. For us, it's going to be the same as last week. It was good for us. I thought the guys came out fresh for the game. So we'll be Wednesday. We'll be first and second down, and we'll have the half and half practice like we had last week, both days. So on Wednesday and Thursday, half individual work on the fundamentals and half walkthrough, and that was good for us. Performance staff said it was really good for us in terms of the numbers, and we like where our guys are going into this week. I don't have anything injury updates for you right now. We'll get those to you on Wednesday. Guys are coming in periodically during the course of the day, it being New Year's Day. So we'll have a full update for you guys on Wednesday in terms of that. So the game yesterday, I thought it was good. Like I said yesterday, good complimentary football during the whole group. I really believe that our guys are coming together. At the end here, which is really cool to see. We're playing our best football in December, leading into January, which I think is important for our future. And the guys are continuing to have their eyes forward and being locked in for this particular week, which is the Packers week to finish off the season. So with that, open up to questions.
And what did you guys like about DJ working out of the slot? Obviously, he's done it a bunch for you, but it seemed like you guys. That was a concerted effort yesterday again.
Yeah, it's always good to move your players around, in formation. I think Luke has done a really good job of that. He really can operate anywhere. He's just that kind of a guy. What I recognize watching the tape, how strong he is. His contact balance is unbelievable, and what you recognize from that tape is his ability to track the football. I mean, you see some of those catches over the shoulder. We all rewatched them. I mean, it's just pretty amazing. How you can track that football, especially in the snow. I had a hard time seeing. I had my game plan up. The snow's coming down. I could barely see the field. And I'm not sure how he tracked the ball during that weather, but man, it's something else. And he's a special guy.
Matt, when you went back and watched the tape from Justin Fields' performance, what really impressed you the most from what he was able to do?
Yeah, I mean, some of the wild plays, of course. The one he evaded the sack on the third down from three guys. That was pretty cool. How he got out of that, I'm not sure. It's like I think DJ said Houdini, but that was pretty cool. He continues to throw the ball down the field with accuracy, which is really cool, and he's done that throughout his whole career. We're just taking more shots now, I believe. I know, and it's good to see. And it's too bad that Scott couldn't come down with that one catch. I think it was a really good play, and I thought he thought he tracked it well. And I think as contact was made, I just think that has knocked his other arm off of there from the safety there. But really good throw on that one too. I would say those things.
You said yesterday, I forget your exact phrasing of it, but with the production from Justin as far as passing yards, rushing yards, the total production, that it was what you're looking for from him. Have you seen that game enough from him, that performance enough from him over the last 2 years that you are expecting that, or does he still need to show you that he can do that consistently?
Yeah, I would say the consistency piece, just continuing to do it, let's stack another game just like that, where you have the running and the passing, the accuracy, the touchdowns, the no turnovers, and just the consistency of that is really what it is. And let's stack two like that, and that'll be a good start.
You also have had, when you came in, I know you reviewed his rookie year tape. You looked through his 2021 season. Now, you've had him for 2 years, practices, games, OTAs, everything. Has Justin done enough to convince you that he's the franchise quarterback?
Yeah, like I said, we're just going to look at his performances right now, and we'll talk about all those big picture questions after the season, with Ryan and myself, and we'll see where it goes from there. But we love where his progress is. He's been more consistent. We like what he's done the last 6 games. In terms of the turnovers, the sacks, touchdowns, taking care of the football, throwing the ball down the field. So those are all positive things. And again, we'll assess that as we get going here in the near future. Yeah. ahead.
He's taken a lot of heat outside the building anyway for some of the offensive issues. How much credit does he deserve for that, 37-point production against a good Atlanta defense? And can you point to anything where he put, obviously the quarterback gets the credit, where he put Fields in a good position to make plays? How much credit where does Luke get the credit for what he did? If there's
Yeah,
really not-
yeah, I would say that when you're a play caller, on the offense, defense, or in any franchise, I would just say that you're like the quarterback, right? You get a lot of credit when things go well, and you get a lot of blame when things don't go well. And again, when plays work, they're good calls, right? And when they don't, the coordinator gets the criticism. And I've had that a lot of my career, and certainly Luke's had that share of his this year too. But to me, it's part of the job. And to me, you always point back to the players. When it works well, the guys executed the plan well and the play well that you called, and it's really a credit to them, focusing on the execution. And when it doesn't go well, guess what? You, as a coordinator, you have to have big shoulders and say, you know what, I got to do a better job. And Luke has done that. I've done that. And if you're a good coordinator, that's what you do.
But I'm wondering, is there a facet to the game yesterday where it is more on Luke than on Fields, where it shows that Luke Getsy's doing a good job?
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously the big chunk plays that we had yesterday. Those are really good designs, right? Those are good plays, putting our players in position, right? The players that make the big plays. DJ's one of those guys, and and you got to be able to put those guys in position. You got to be able to have some checks and adjustments based on the coverages to get into the right play, and some of those are just run it plays. And again, those are plays that work well, and that is a credit to Luke.
Is Luke's position secure for next year, or is that up for evaluation as well?
Yeah, just like I said, any question like that, I'm going to answer it the same way. And it's just going to be till next week. We'll look at everything, all encompassing, players, coaches, everybody. We'll sit down and have evaluations, with everybody, and we'll do that next week.
To Mark's point about Luke, though, the game plan. Yesterday, you guys are without Darnell. Cole's obviously limited. For him to come up with a game plan that gets DJ all the targets he did, a lot of them wide open, what does that tell you about his growth as a play caller and a game planner?
Yeah, it's getting better, right? It's certainly was really good yesterday, and I thought guys stepped up. Like Bobby stepped up really well, did a nice job, and the players really stepped up well too. And again, it was a well called game as well.
Matt, that unique formation we saw before the field goal. If Atlanta doesn't call a timeout, is that a fade to Cairo?
That's what you had up your sleeve. You've been waiting for that one.
I've been waiting that many weeks, Jason. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. No, I would say that I'm not going to comment on that particular formation, but yes, Cairo was out there for sure.
Were you pleased with the results of that situation?
Yeah, there could be a lot of different things that you could be pleased with there, for sure.
You talked about the fans earlier. Did you hear the "We Want Fields" chants towards the end of the game, and what did you just make of the support?
I heard afterward that through my girls, they said they he was saying that. I did not hear it during the game.
What do you make of that, though? Just the support that Fields gets from the family.
I think it's great. I think it's good. I think it's awesome. That our fans are passionate and they voice their opinion. That's the way the Chicago fans are, and we appreciate that. And yeah, it was cool. It's cool to see. Yep.
Now, with the defensive play calling, that was not something you intended to do coming into the season or coming into this job, but it has gone well during the time where you've been calling the defense. Has it changed your mind at all about how you would want to operate going forward?
Yeah, that's a good question, and we're going to evaluate that afterward. I'm certainly comfortable in that position doing that. I enjoy it. I have passion for it. But again, we'll evaluate that and see what's best for the franchise.
The Packers game is just one game out of 17, but the way it's scheduled, I mean, coming against a team you played at the very beginning of the season seems like a good measurement. You're playing the Packers, a team that is going to be really motivated. You're playing at Lambeau Field. What do you think that will say about with the way things have gone in the last 5-6 weeks? What do you think that will say about your team? How defining will it be as in a big moment to kind of finish off the season?
Yeah, Mark, I think it's really about what you said last. It's about finishing, right? And it's going to be about us. It's about us, the Chicago Bears. Going up to play our rival, in the last week of the season. And to me, that's what it's about. And our guys are excited about it, and we are up for the challenge. And it's going to be a good week, and it's going to come down to execution. And yeah, our guys are super pumped about it.
Will you play up the knocking the Packers out of the playoffs aspect of it?
I'm going to keep it about us. I really will. I always do. I'm just going to keep it about us, about our execution, the men in that locker room playing together, playing for each other, the brotherhood we have, and about us playing with the right passion and emotion that it takes to win a football game.
Are you guys playing everybody? Everyone that's healthy will play? This will be like a normal game, even though?
Normal game for us. Yes, sir.
Matt, for you personally, given the way this season started, 0-4, the coaching staff issues, now you guys are playing your best football. What's it been like for you personally as you look back on this season?
Yeah, I think it was the production crew from CBS that asked me a question like that, and I'll answer it the same way. You get into coaching for one reason, right? And you have passion for coaching really for one reason. If you're a good coach, in my opinion, is that you want to see the joy in your player's face after victory, and that's what brings the most joy to you as a coach. And that's what I see, in that locker room afterward, and that's why I do it, and that's why our coaches do it. We love teaching, and we love seeing our players like that.
Thanks, Matt.
Yep. All right.